Live.
Mm-hmm.
Long live Haskins. The time won't be right now, son, but stay ready. Stay ready, man.
I mean, at least the Saints put up 35. The score in that game was 84-35. He beat the Chiefs 80-3. Sheesh. And we know Lava got rookies out there, more out the yin yang.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but he threw 5 touchdowns versus Lava. That means he threw 8 versus the Chiefs. 5 ain't terrible. That ain't bad. That bad. That ain't.
Nigga threw 8 though. Oh my
That's
god.
yeah. He threw 8 versus the Chiefs though. Oh gosh.
Can't do it. Won't do it.
Damn.
Ravenswood.
Spot.
Tough game. Tough Lava.
Can't do
Gotta
it.
do
Won't
better,
do
bro.
it. Long live Haskins. Quarterback rotation. Trade alert.
Seahawks.
There's a lot of stuff in the car.
Trade alert,
Thanks,
McCullers to the
JP.
Ravens. Munden, right outside line where Munden lands in Carolina, refusing to quit. Seahawks over the Jets at home.
Trying to
Walker
tell Tony.
third power. Seahawks to victory with
Positions.
4 touchdowns. An all-time performance for Ricky Newman. Colts beat Texans 24-20. Metcalf set standard victory from the jaws of defeat. Raiders beat Chiefs 80-3. Ball security issues for Kansas City. And an all-time performance for DK Metcalf. Cowboys beat Eagles 68-34, doomed by giveaways. Cowboys James Camarello steps up for 5 touchdowns for a 5 touchdown game. Bills over Packers 56-17. Okay, the Bills got active. Okay, we ain't mad at you. Way to get active, cuz.
I want to see what that wide receiver. We gotta see what
Sean
Gabriel's
McDermott,
doing over there.
we're taking it one game at a time. All we can do. Turnovers key. Vikings lose to Jaguars 25-20. Jaguars can't stop intercepting Harden and win. Harden been an interception machine since he's been in the league. Buccaneers take the long roll. 49ers fall to Cardinals 26-24. Birds crazy day and Cardinals win. Draft trade involved Tampa Bay finalized. Busting moves.
Aw.
Texans scheming for Coach Bradshaw. One benefit for the traveling defense, Christian Harris can make adjustments easily as Indianapolis fans stay quiet when on offense. Trap and Cook want points versus Packers. Willis Carroll center stage. Who Carroll start for now? Oh, in Cincinnati. Ooh.
Go Cincinnati. Yeah.
Bears scheming for Pats. Oh boy, Cubbage. Oh, let's see if that defense that you got
Packers.
through trades help you out over there, man. Warner and Falk want points for Saints. Week 2, Jets take on the Seahawks. San Francisco prepares for Arizona. Los Angeles prepares for California. Los Angeles prepares for Carolina. Sorry. Steelers visit Pitts. Ravens, Eagles at Cowboys. Who's ready? Rams add middle linebacker Ryan Shazier back. Ravens bring in Lorenzo Vickers. QB1 alert. Malone named starter for Eastern Michigan. Uh-oh, we got a quarterback. And the draft alert, we tired of quarterbacks. QB Vince Malone deferred other options to wait for the starting job at Eastern Michigan. Today, he is now the leader of their offense. And there you go with the plugs. Okay. So today the DBs ran in the combine in real life, real draft. Yesterday we got the D linemen running. I think we had O line and D line yesterday. I think we're gonna get the running back and linebackers tomorrow, and then the quarterbacks and wide receivers finish it off. Um, so the big story was the 40 times from some of these defensive linemen. Let's start with you, Max. Real draft. Are you paying attention to the combine?
Yeah. We're not not paying live attention. We're going after the event is done,
Broncos.
doing our looking up, doing our research. We're a little bit equipped with with these guys coming out already, somewhat. So it's not like we're trying to get super acquainted now because everything isn't finalized. As far as like the
WRQB
combine
and
being
tight
over,
ends TMR.
and then you know, as far as just our roster being over, there's still moves being made, in real life that will affect the roster to be, so you got to watch out for not just the combine, but for the league. So I've been doing to keep a little close little eye on it, but not too much yet.
Yeah, it's the fun part of the starter real draft, and it's the hard working part of the starter real draft because not only do I have to watch the combines to get put my war room together, but I also have to watch the combine for performances. Right, we're looking at we're looking at the field work, we're looking at verticals and all the three cones. I'm looking at everything, right, and at the same time, we go back and watch game film on these players and really assess these players to better put get a real big picture on what they're going to look like coming out. There's always going to be a combine warrior. There's always going to be somebody who's going to run a fast 40. But does that fast 40 determine that corner or that receiver or that lineman being a great lineman? Now, Nolan Smith ran a 4.3 at the defensive end position slash outside linebacker, right? He's a guarantee. He's that guy, right? For that guy to run that, you know who else had a good day? Uh, Linebacker that actually went to Georgia and transferred to Auburn, Papo or something like that. Papo, you know what I'm talking about? Owen
Hmm.
Papo, he had a great day. Um,
Owen Papo.
hmm The cornerbacks, Keeley, he was solid today on the field as well. Christian Gonzalez definitely moved up the draft board. Joey Porter's son, I think he was solid on the field as well. He was a little disappointed. He wanted to run in the 4.3s. He ran in the 4.47 and then the 4.5. But like he's still it. He is still him. So again, there's going to be a lot of situations going around, man. So they
They had
pay.
two cornerbacks in the 4.3s.
hmm We had a couple of linemen in the 4.4s too, and some big boys, 280 and above, running 4.6s. So again, pay attention to the combine, put your boards together and all that. And just an updated note. Here's some questions that's gonna come alive when it comes down to real draft. We're definitely real draft. By the time real draft actually starts, we'll be somewhere close to the playoffs. Like we'll be in Game of Thrones playoffs. I'm hoping you guys understanding where I'm coming from when I say Game of Thrones moving forward. From here on out, every dish that I do a league and y'all are part of that league, Game of Thrones will never die out from here on out. And I get it. It's gonna be guys that's gonna put all their focus on real draft and don't ain't gonna want to play Game of Thrones anymore, and that's fine. And for those that are playing, those guys will get shit from me to going into real draft. So understand that if you're playing in Game of Thrones, it's going to benefit you in real draft. If you're not playing in Game of Thrones, please let me know so I can get you replaced ASAP. So I can continue to run my Game of Thrones league. I am trying something new. I'm trying to keep my league Game of Thrones and keep that as a brand throughout the entire disc instead of clipping it or starting real draft with it or shutting it down and starting real draft. I mean, I know you guys are in other leagues and shit like that, but you got a choice to make. You know what I mean? Drop one of those other leagues and stay and play here and in real draft or leave. Your choice, right? But I'm looking for those that are leaving to make it known, right? So I can slide y'all out of here and bring in the talent that I'm going to bring in because we have talent that would love to play in this league to be able to get a spot in real draft. Because what's going to happen is coaching firing going to be in a real draft. You get fired for not meeting expectations. I'm bringing another coach in. I don't think they understanding me on that one, Snake.
What?
I
Ruh-roh.
mean, and then you all, I know you're gonna get the guys first dibs for the next Madden who rocking all the way out and everything.
Yeah, so
So
those that play Game of Thrones all the way
yeah,
out
I'm stuff.
will have first choice in Game of Thrones when it comes down to picking teams in Game of Thrones. The guys that play in Game of Thrones all the way out will pick first and will pick first pick their teams in Game of Thrones 5 when we get to Madden 24. So, and then the perks of that. So if you're still playing the Game of Thrones, fellas, it's going to turn into a true 48-hour league. All right. And real draft is going. I'm gonna end up making real draft a 48-hour league. In my mind right now, it's going to be 48, but I know the activity is going to push it. But Game of Thrones definitely going 48 hours, and it's going to stay a true 48 hours. And then I know because I'm gonna be focused on real draft as well. But I'm telling y'all, your team, you know what I mean? It ain't much you really got to do in Game of Thrones. Your teams are built at this point. So now it's just to keep it managed throughout the disc. All right, so we will get the team selection very soon. The league is already created. The edits are already happening for the league, and I'm gonna take my time with it. I'm not gonna sit here and rush myself through it where I'm doing everything in one night. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna take my time and get everything done as far as what we need to do, edits in the draft class, all that stuff done. Then while that's being worked on, we will do our team selection. We're already pretty much in the process of team selecting, and then once we get the guys that paid to pick a team done, I can set the divisions off of that, and we want to balance out the divisions as best as possible. So each time we do a
User
show,
being
each time
left
we
in
do
the
a real
game.
talk show, I will give more information out on real draft and like where we at, when it's going to start, when we going, what part we're at to getting started. Simple as that. Now, with that being said, last night we had a great show, man. It turned into a argue fest that was productive at first, and then got non-productive, and that's why I clipped it because it got a little hectic. But guys got the iron their situations out. I'll never do that all the time, fellas, but sometimes you just let it take its course and see what happens. I mean, again, we're playing a football game. We're competitors, right? And guys are going to say and do every and anything they can do to justify shit. So in the process of that, you just got to better deal with the shit and keep it moving. At the end of the day, man, I just want to run a good league. Like my league is ran the way my league is ran. I'm not the same as these other league guys, and kudos to them. They do theirs their way. I do mine's mine. I mind my business. I can care about anybody else's league. I do not care about anybody
Patriots.
else's league. I flat out care about mines, and I only care about mines and those who are in my league and the loyal guys that are in my league. You know what I'm saying? So again, nephew. So I'm just waiting for the guys that don't want to continue to play Game of Thrones so they can leave, and I can let my nephew bring in 5 motherfuckers for me real fast. And then he gonna be pushing me like, yo, man, let them play in real draft too, and I'm gonna be thinking about it like, yeah, who money getting gonna come back? Nah, I'm fucking around. I'm playing, bro. Again, man, the fact that we have a nice little situation, man. We got you got veterans in the league, and some guys are coming into their third seasons with us. I mean, Max, how many years you been in? What's this? Going on your second year with us? I don't start this shit. Come on now. The dog is up here. Let me take care of my beautiful mama. I don't want to answer phone while we on the show, but let me take care of my beautiful mama. What's up, sweetheart? They ain't had no nowlaters. You want a nowlaters? We got plenty of shit in the kitchen to snack on. Yeah, they didn't have nowlaters, sweetheart. Your dog up here, you want him? He be trying to duck and hide and shit. I'll bring him down a little bit. All right, love you. Hang up on me. Cool. She was in a good mood today. Real talk. She was in a really good mood today. Max, you was on headphones and shit. She was in a really good mood today. And she not sundowning right now, so I'm kind of cool with that. I'm enjoying it. I watched her working on a cross puzzle. She's like, this shit is hard. I said, I bet. But like that's part of when somebody has early stage dementia, you want to put crossword puzzles and books in their hand and a lot, So I'm learning how to
Making it
take
work
Ravens lead.
backwards.
yeah,
Yep.
learning how to take
User
care of her.
Beer mug dilly
So,
dally.
with that being said, fellas,
Anthits.
all right. So, yesterday we talked
60s
about the
Red
top 10
Devil.
picks and we went in depth with it. We ended the show off with the top 10 picks. You know, today's plugs are over. I talked about the things I had to talk about, the Skadimes, Skabibbles. This is the real talk show, but Skadimes and Skabibbles will have a segment in it because it's the draft recap part 2. So, they'll be coming up shortly to talk about the things they're going to talk about when they come out in the draft. But we had a full week of football played already, man. Week 1 is over with right now. So I'll ask you, Max, what's the topic you would like to talk about in week 1 on the field? I mean, it's the Diaper Dandy show, so I guess we stay with the Diaper Dandy. So what intrigues you, or what is something you would like to look at or go over?
Because all these motherfuckers supposedly want running backs now. Let's go look at the goddamn running backs they got drafted and why I couldn't get my running back.
Oh shit! So what we going to do? We'll watch the running backs that were drafted and find out what they did in week 1 if they were starters. How many starters? I mean,
That's
obviously,
the
Snake.
thing, yeah.
The conversation is quarterbacks, running backs, right? Start off topic for the show:
Quarterback
quarterbacks, running
carousel.
backs. Yeah, the carousel. I mean, the quarterback carousel was real. You had 3 quarterback
Crazy.
trades in the last day. Just in one day, 3 quarterback trades happened over a 24-hour process where you got quarterbacks moving around right now, man. And it's cool because what happened was, things happen, man. See, what happens is guys keep listening to these ESP analysts that don't have no type of credentials to tell us who's who, and y'all keep listening to them. And then the guys that do have the credentials y'all ignore, right? So we had the top 9 players in the draft. In the top 10, 4 of them, I think 4 of them was quarterbacks, 5 of them was quarterbacks in the top 10. And our top quarterbacks, the quarterback 1, 2, and 3 didn't go until later rounds. The number 1 quarterback on the board was Haskins, and he went in the second round to a team that absolutely loves their quarterback. But for 2 years in a row, guys allowed the Tampa Bay Buccaneers GM staff to go grab one of the best, if not the best quarterback. No, 2 years in a row, the best quarterback in the draft. Not the best quarterback, but the
Second
number
round.
1 quarterback on the board in the draft, knowing that they were not parting ways with their quarterback, and turned that into multiple picks. Both times got first round picks and an extra pick out of it. Okay, so the GM twin is doing GM twin shit. I mean, he won me up. He said, "Fuck you, waiting for who get a player you want and then offering them the bag. I'm gonna just go grab a nigga because I know somebody gonna want him, and then we gonna just offer the, you know what I mean, and receive the bag."
Turn that late second into the first and the third.
Big time moving, big time
Man,
GMing.
It ain't tricking if you got it, players.
I don't think guys realize. I don't think guys realize how fun it is when you're playing the game out that's not inside the game. So when the whistles aren't blowing, what type of game are you actually playing? Because it's really fun to do some things, move around, snatch up on players, after the draft is over and things settle down, really still look at your team and figure it out. I could still use this piece, this piece. I could use backups. Guys is getting starting quarterbacks as backups because of the quarterback carousel. And it's for one reason only. When them injuries go on, you're going to need a guy that's going to be that guy to be able to help you win a ball game. Anybody remember Lamar had a flat tire and I had to play the Buffalo Bills? Anybody remember that game?
oh my gosh.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah,
yep.
I had it with Najee.
How I couldn't throw one pass, couldn't complete a pass at all in Buffalo that day.
Oh my gosh.
Man,
I think people forget about them games. If you ain't really experienced it, I don't think you already know. Go away. Bills had one that we know about.
Kyler had one.
let's go to rosters. Let's go to the running backs. Let's take a look at those running backs in the draft that came out. I mean, Snake, I don't know if you know the order of where these running backs came out. I'm not gonna better keep up the order. I do know Manny Falk went number 3 overall. How about we check
Manny
out
Falk.
Manny Falk and his first 2 games? Let's see what Manny Falk has done in his first 2 games on the field. 37 carries for 111 yards, 3 yards a carry, 55.5 yard average. He's fumbled 3 times with 10 broken tackles. Longest run has been 29 yards. So over the course of 2 games, two losses. They scored 3 points in both those games, and he had 21 carries against the Raiders with 58 yards and 2.8 average. Fumbled twice in that game. Against the Chargers, he had 16, 53, 3.3 yards in that game. Fumbled once in that game. So he's fumbled in every game he's played so far. Let's start there. Is that what we thinking about
Wait, who
Manning
was
Falk?
that? Who
Manning
was that?
Falk.
Man, they fault.
He don't want to be there. He
Oh
like, man,
man,
he like, what the fuck? But nah, for real,
Herschel Walker.
that just might be doing too much. Like, maybe trying to do too much with him early. Um, I would like to see in what ordinance those fumbles were. Are we talking like getting held up, trying to fight for extra yards? Did you get fucking cracked, and then you dropped the football? A fumble is a fumble, but kind of like not the same way like a pick is a pick. Like you got picks where DBs catch it and picks where your receivers catch cause you to get a pick. So you kind of want to just see.
It's safe to say that he has a fumbling problem right now, and I think that their coaching staff is probably really, really upset about that. Like they're gonna make him do extra work in
You need
practice
to
to
blame
get that taken
Buffalo.
care of. Um, because in my opinion, 3 fumbles in 2 games—that's way too many fumbles
Loading up
early on.
Max.
I think they need to get it together with their running back, right? Now look, he was the number 3 pick in the draft, man. He in 2 games he has 100 yards right now. I don't think he played two tough teams, two tough defensive teams at that. So we'll see though. So Snake, but how do you feel about Manny Falk so far in his 2 game debut?
Um, expect to see a little bit more production. With that being said, sometimes you, as a coach, you can come out there
Bills
expecting too much
Mafia.
from a player. So he might just need a couple of games to catch up to the speed of the league coming from the college pros.
Yeah, I agree, man. I think guys, they see the guy they got and they like, oh my God, dog. They put him on the field and you forget this. You put that rookie on the field, even if you got a good offensive line in front of him, that offensive line play will dumb down. The blocking won't be the same as it was for the running back you had in front of him that had the experience. So you got to get the guy to grow up. As simple as that. Manny Falk has to grow up fast. I don't know if they unlocked him because if they should have.
He's
They should have
unlocked.
unlocked. All right, so they
He's
unlocked
unlocked.
him. So he has his X factor ability right now. He just got to get it going, bro. I think he got to better hold on to the football, and I think as as the games get played for Manny Falk, I think he will get better. Um,
Got to be able to hold on to the football though. Can't be a good running back dropping the football.
yeah,
Like that's
definitely can't.
self-explanatory.
He always got an option to change them abilities over there. He is on X Factor, but gotta know we can figure it out. To try to figure some things out.
Right. I think he now I will say this. I think he's on alert for graveyard sightings for Manning Falk. I think he better fight his way out of that graveyard right
I'd
now.
run Bobby
Um
25 times if I had him.
Feeling hesitant, send him to Carolina, man. So it's always a home in Carolina.
Next up on the docket is Javante DJ. So we got JDJ.
Jay,
JDJ. All
Don't
right,
show
so
us
he went to
somebody.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. This guy went eighth overall. Um, and it started like after those two running backs went, it started a carousel on the running backs. The running backs started to fly off like you was at a fast food joint and everybody was in a drive through line, pulling up and pulling off. That's how the running backs was coming up out of there. So let's take a look at JDJ and see what Drew J doing right now at Tampa Bay. Now remember the single season rushing record running back is still on this roster
Excuse me.
over here. So we're gonna pay attention to Drew and find out what he's doing in games right now. Now he's played 2 games as well.
he had
13
a
carries for
fumble. His
40
first
yards.
carry,
All
first
right,
NFL carry, he had a fumble.
3.1 yards. He do have a rushing touchdown. Yeah, he does have a fumble and 3 broken tackles. All right, so now
That's the
that
game. He
the
was all
13
yellowed out.
carries, 13 carries mean he ain't the starter over there right now, and they just getting his feet wet right now. So I ask you, Max, as you been a team that played him, what type of back did you see in his short production in y'all game?
Um, Ability to get to the sideline quick, elusive. Um, Obviously low center of gravity, being fucking 5'7", but
Hmm.
with that comes the ability to be able to turn the corner and be able to already be up under most of your defensive
It's gonna be
players
hard to get a
on
clean hit on
pads.
him.
Yes, he's already underneath pads. It's gonna make you have to play a different adjustment game trying to tackle him, and I don't think a lot of people are gonna be expecting the speed. Like I said, he caught me off guard, outrunning a couple guys that had angles, and he was just able to kind of turn those angles into mush and collect yards where it could have been either tackles for losses or tackles at the line of
That,
scrimmage.
that
Um,
being said, we definitely seen a difference. There's gonna be a difference in the pass game with fight with him. Like Miles or somebody else. Size.
You think he's the better receiver out the
All
backfield than the
times.
ones on your roster already?
I think that 5'7" is gonna come into play in certain pass situations as opposed to having 5'11" or 6 running back out
Right,
there.
I feel what you're saying. All right, so I think JDJ is in a situation where he has the league's leading rusher on their team right now. So he's gonna. I think they got an opportunity to slow walk him. They don't really have to. They don't need him to be get starting carries right now. Now, my question to you is, Max, are you starting him over the single season rusher record leader?
no, I'm not starting
He
him
was
over.
starting.
I wouldn't start him over. That's just me, but he would definitely. You would see split carries in the result, but I wouldn't start him over just because there's certain things that I refuse to give other folk. But like, I just wouldn't start him over him.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, JDJ. We'll continue to watch his progression as the season goes on. All right, next up in the running back room, let's see if the carousel stays the same. All right, Latwan Hatcher. I don't think Latwan over there. He's in the crowded backfield, so I'm not sure if he's even going to touch the ball yet for the Chicago Bears at all. And it didn't. So Latwan is going to be a special teams guy for right now. I don't see him really playing
I think the
yet.
full wasn't the fullback the next one that actually got drafted.
In the order of drafting,
Of
Uh-huh.
like ball carriers, yeah, the fullback went pick
The
16. That got
Cowboys.
yeah, fullback went pick 16. As far as ball carriers, yeah.
Okay, you just going down. Oh, he going
I'm
down
just
the
going. Yeah, I'm just
thing.
going down the running back
Okay, I got
list.
you. All right.
All right, and we got Adrian James in the building right now. Now I don't know if he played his first game, but I'm just going to look and see what he got over there. Two carries and a touchdown, no yards. So that's in the computer work. So we're not even going to talk about him. But he's a fucking dog, especially after he's a dog. Bottom line. Now we're looking at Al Carmichael. I don't see him playing any football at all right now at an 83 overall for the the Las Vegas Raiders. Emmett Wynn, another running back that came out this draft that will not be a player right now. He's going to be a special teams guy. So if I don't see him as starters, I'm not going to dig into him. I'm just going to call him special team guys for right now. Right. Darren Hills. Now this is funny. 6'3", 245 pound running back out of Alabama. And the Cincinnati Bengals offense. I think there's room for carries. I think they're going to do him the same way JDJ is being used right now, where they're slow walking, but going to play him. How many of y'all think with the coach over there, McCoy? We know him. We know what he'll do. Every sign points up that he'll start him right away. Like whatever, let's get him going. I don't think they need to start him right away. I still think they have a nice situation over there in their backfield. Um, but what y'all think? Y'all think will he be the starter for them?
I see split carries.
He hasn't touched the
I
ball
just
once.
that's where
Isn't
I think it should
testing
be a
yet.
split carry
Round one,
situation.
pick
You guys do,
14.
yeah.
So let's talk
In the
there.
first
Like
round, you
this is the
got to
first
go.
round pick. This is the third running back that went off the board at 14.
First round pick 14, man.
First round pick at pick 14 and hasn't touched the field yet. In what scenario would you see a running back first round like that not really see the field at all? Like I could understand a quarterback getting picked high like that and not seeing the field, but a running back though,
Yeah, that's,
Yeah, if you get picked anywhere between at this point in this season, any first round player to me should be touching, anywhere north of 30% of snaps for me.
now I don't know if they played the Tennessee Titans yet,
Played a half
but
a
I don't know
game.
if they played two game. Oh, there you go. Played a half a game. Yeah, so he hasn't got him on the field yet. So it looked like he
Our
like
plane
pretty much
dropped.
redshirting him right now. Oh, his game dropped. All right, I understand it. So you can answer this question since you on. Um, do you see him as a starter before this season is over with, or are you going to be a split carry guy with the backfield mate that you have already? That's my question for you, McCoy. Because this is the dog. I mean, we're looking at a guy
6'3",
that's going, yeah. I
245.
mean, 93
Holy
speed.
cow.
He got size and speed out the ass right now. No homo. Break tackles high, trucking high,
Split
stiff arm
carries.
high, split carries. All right, so we're gonna see a tandem here with Darren Hills, and then you got the other running backs over there with him. So their game dropped, so he didn't get to play it. All right, so we got Trevor Henry, that another big time big
If he
back,
show
six
me
two, two
something, he
fifty.
will start.
If he show me something, he will, no doubt. All right, so let's go back to Hills for a second. So Hills is on a he's still on a play count right now, and they didn't get it figured out in training camp. Is he the starter yet? So they're gonna they still need time in the regular season to realize if this guy is gonna be the guy that will be the bell cow. Well, we do know the future is bright for the first round 14th pick. We know his future is bright in Cincinnati. It's just when is the game gonna slow down for him and he start to tear shit up like he did in Alabama. But we like the back, man. That's special. That's special at that size, linebacker size in the backfield. All right, Trevor Henry over there in the back where they had Geis over there that been playing pretty well for them. But Henry's over here, 6'2", 250 pound, another big time back, 6'2", 250, related to Derrick Henry who just retired. So let's dig into him a little bit. 2 carries, 8 yards on the season. He averaging 4 yard average right now, only one broken tackle. So he only touched the ball twice right now.
You
I'll
think
ask you, go ahead, I'm listening.
you think Derrick Henry retired because his little brother was coming in,
I
or
don't,
his
I think
son?
so.
Some bullshit.
I think he wanted to, I think he just got tired, man. Like, I mean, remember he had a long career at Tennessee where they gave him the ball all the time. Like, he was their offense. And, I think he was able to, play a couple extra years because he went to Carolina. Y'all didn't use him on a 30 carry count. Like he had as much as good as he has been for the Panthers and vital in their Super Bowl wins. But he also never had to carry the ball the whole game. They had a nice little system between multiple running backs that touched the football, and it was the hot hand that got the ball the most in games, especially in the playoffs. So I
So
think
you think he just kind of slowed down and was like, "Ah, I'm kind of
yeah,
tired now."
yeah, I think the writing was on the wall. Um, that no homo, but the pounding that he's taking over his long, lustrous career caught up to him, and he's just like, look, man, while I still got the health that I have, I want to enjoy my retirement now. And I don't feel like playing the game
Give me
anymore.
that.
So, with that being said, I think we about to see the next wave of Henry because the problem is this though. I asked you this, Snake. Geis been over there and since his rookie year. I mean, look, he won rookie of the year at running back. Do Henry come in and take the starting job from him, or this would be a tandem backfield as well?
Oh man, this might be a three-headed backfield. All I know is DB over there
Brian
sometimes. I'm like
Robinson, you got motherfucking Geis. And then now
Mitchell.
Mitch Mitchell over there playing special teams for right now, special teams guy. But I mean, I just think, look, I think if the Commanders do it the right way and understand how to treat that backfield, they just gave another weapon to that quarterback over there, Najee Israel, in my opinion, because I think they got a back that if they needed to lean on him, they got a back that can control the game for him with 20 plus carries, right? Or he could just, literally lean on the defense and control that clock. With that smothering front seven on that defense over there, and if they can play, they can use Henry to play mistake free football and really allow him to, wear down the opposing defense and
Got
really
three
helps.
running backs, so
Yeah,
he can just really just pound, pound, pound. Like
right.
you got Brian Robinson 225, you got Geis at 228, and you bring in Henry at 250. Like I mean,
It's safe to say that the GM of Washington Commanders got a certain light when it comes down to drafting a running back. They believe in size. Sound like they want those guys to better just run through guys. But this is a fucking alien at the end of the day, man. 6'2", 250, 93 speed, 94 speed. That guy's an alien. going forward. I would like to see what he's going to do going forward. All right, so now you come to the Bills and they go Von Goodson. I don't think this was a first round pick, was it? Did you get him in the first round, Brandon?
I
Or
think you
was
got
this?
him in
Nah,
second
Brandon didn't
round.
have a
Second
first
round
round.
pick.
This was a second round pick. This was a second round pick.
Second
That's
round
why.
pick. Oh, third round
Third
pick.
round pick, pick
Damn,
five.
pick
All right.
five.
So Goodson went in the third round, pick five. So that's good value. Again, they still have the man over there. And Dalvin Cook's little brother, Jay Cook, Jimmy Cook, still the man over there. But look, man, 88 overall with the green hours up, good speed, 92, 95 acceleration. They got time to let this kid develop some. They don't have to really rush him into anything. But to me, I think he's a good, solid running back. They went and got a guy that fit the mold of the guy they had already. And guess where they went? They went to Georgia to get their running back. Same place
Same place, same
Jimmy Cook is
place.
from.
Yeah.
So,
That's
they
a
know
solid pick.
Georgia.
That's a heck of a
Yeah.
pick in the third round, man.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Damn, that's a great pick in the third round.
Hell yeah. And let's not act like Georgia not a
Excellent
pipeline for
weapons.
running backs.
What is
That's,
wide receiver? What that young rookie? Some weapons over there because you bought him in Gabriel with that first pick, and then the third pick you bought in another running back.
yes, sir. I mean, look, bro. I think he could be special. I think they give themselves a 1-2 punch in their backfield with Cook and Goodson. I think they could do some things there. And he a high overall. All right.
Kind of
Now,
level.
look, man. The Dolphins went with their first pick somewhere in the 20s, and I know this was a first round pick, Warren Stackhouse. He went in the first round. So now, Snake, how many running backs is that went in the first round thus far?
That's four. That four of them.
Yep, that's about four running backs so far. Pick 21,
I
Warren
liked it
Stackhouse
just
goes.
for him to be
Unlocked him just for him
rolling
to
on the
be
floor
star. I
while
was
I was
hurt.
hurt.
Sucks. Oh, man. You gonna have to work him, Dub. I'm you. I'm playing him now, so you can get the breakout message on him, bro. I would play him, try to get him a couple 100-yard games to get the breakout message. Turn that star to a superstar real fast. Another gem just gave out. All right, so Warren Stackhouse comes over. I'm not mad at this pick at all. Are you?
No, man, this is sheesh. You know, he got Bryce Farrell over there. He bring him in at 95, 95. There's room for him to get on the field right now. We know what Hoodie like.
Yep. And he just
Uh-huh.
added some speed to that team that's already fast over there on offense as it is. So I like it, man, because you get a guy, that's fast, right? Now he ain't going to wow you with break tackles and trucking and stuff like that, but he's going to be a
Send
really
me
good
on a
weapon out
bed
the
box. You
backfield. And
gotta
here's what the
thaw
Dolphins do
backfield at
really
times.
good, boy. This is what the Dolphins do really good in their backfield, which is they throw the ball really well to their running backs. Their check down game is up there with the best of them. When it comes down to taking what's given. So I think Stackhouse will benefit in that situation as well. I think they'll better, especially when they go two split backfields and shotgun, especially with that new tight end over there too. I think they're going to better benefit big time out of here, man. You come out with the Debo package and you don't got to put a receiver there. You can use him with that speed and that package as well. So I think the Dolphins didn't just make this pick on some fuck it, I'm looking for a running back. I need a fast one. I think he really thought this out before he made this pick. I think he really spent time in that war room and they sat down and they really looked for a piece that can help fit the puzzle of what they like to do over there. And you've been seeing that his entire time as a GM on this Dolphins team. They find the weapons that they plug in and fit what they do over here. Remember, this ain't the team that did what everybody else, all of us, myself included, thought they would do with a Waddle and a Tyreek Hill. They didn't play the game that way. This team has been a heavy base run team more than anything, and they take what you give them. They will take the short pass over the deep bombs. They do throw the bombs. They got the speed to run under shit, but they'll lure you to sleep before they run under shit. So I'm not mad at it. Warren Stackhouse. The Jaguars got Josh Buckhalter, 5'10", 225, really good speed. I don't know if they starting him over there. I do know their starting running back is getting up there in age right now. He's playing 32 carries already and 96 yards, 3 yards a carry. Seems like all the running backs that's starting and getting starter carries and getting a lot of carries has been averaging 3 yards a carry right now. Snake, is that just they not getting it
96.
going?
I think it's a process. It's a gelling process. It's a process when you make it to the league, man. They just I don't see everybody just coming to the league, just boom, take everything by storm.
Right. 16 carries, 36 yards, and against the the Vikings in a 25-20 win. And then again, a loss against the Broncos, he had 16 catches, 57 yards, 3.6, and a touchdown in that game, 7 broken tackles. So, Bo Coulter, man, it looks like he's
He
a
a
starting
different
running back.
style running back. I think he's gonna be the guy with it. It's this kind of like a ball culture is an every down back. He
Yeah.
got that speed at ETN, but he 225. He 96, 96.
hmm
Um, man,
I think in the
dog back.
process, yeah, I think in the process of coming up off of a back like this, and him investing in his back changed the lifespan of this guy. He got a guy that can do multiple things now. Versus because look, man, let's just call it what it is. ETN caught the ball off the backfield like a receiver. Now you got a guy that can run in between the tackles as well with great speed to hit the home run, and you can still use ETN if they figure it out. They can still use ETN in the run game and as a receiver still, while this guy get him the dirty yards. Simple as that. All right, now we're looking
Round
at Sidney
five.
Roundoff, 5'8". Rudolph, I'm gonna say Roundoff. Rudolph, 5'8", 215. Well, we know he's not getting carries because right now his starting running back is on a mission to get the rushing title back, and he's damn near to 100 carries in 2 games. So we know for a fact
Special
he
team
ain't
shorty.
he's a special team shorty, but he got a good overall at 86 overall.
5'8", 215.
Jags,
All right, the number two running back on the board was Manning Poe, who went to the Texans 5'8", 205. Let's see if he getting any
Steelers,
carrying over here right now. He's a star as well. He hasn't touched the ball yet too. They do have a running back in the process, so they good. But Manning Poe, he was the number two running back on the board. Doesn't mean he was the best running back, but 87 overall is a high running back right now. So then you got Barry Howell, who's not going to play. Now we're done with the running back. So that's the running back class right there. That's in there. Some of these guys, became better as they became on their teams and a couple packages guys. But other than that, this running back class was solid as fuck. And we have 4 first round running backs right now. Now, out of the running backs we just looked at, Snake, who you think right now, who's on pace to have the better, be the best rookie running back this year?
Um, I had to keep. I'd say the running back to me to probably really keep an eye out for probably be Stackhouse.
Bro, I didn't even show any of Stackhouse's stats.
Go to his
Now I know
stuff,
he
but
didn't
like,
play his first game. I know he got a forced win, so I don't know if he got any stats at all. Let's see. Damn.
I'm just
Game over.
judging from their system.
Game over. 29 carries, 299 yards, 10.3 yards a carry, 3 touchdowns, no fumbles, 5 broken tackles. This man is averaging 150 yards a game right now.
Mm.
Uh-oh. We found the winner.
I just think that he gives Hoodie something over there that he ain't have. He 95 speed, 95
hmm
excel. Pharrell was only 92 speed. Saw Pharrell was on the block earlier.
Game changer. We found our first running back that entered the NFL in the 2000 from the 2028 draft and became a first-time starter. So he won the job in training camp. They held him
Ravens win.
close to the hoodie
I am
pocket. They was
launching
not
just for
trying to
him
allow
to
him
be
to be
start rolling on the floor laughing I was
seen
him.
right now. You know what I mean? Because
Send me on
I
a thank
almost went
God Snake
past that.
Heaven fall
This
back
man,
cold and eyes.
29 carries for
Jags,
299 yards. He averaging
Steelers,
10.3. He's off to a hot start, bro. That's crazy. Good shit, my man. Good shit. All right, let's talk about these quarterbacks, man. The ones that are playing right now. When you look at the quarterbacks that came out the draft, not a lot of them. It sucks because this was a great quarterback draft, but not a lot of them starting. Haskins went from the Bucks to the Panthers. I think they're going to do the Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers situation over there in Carolina. I don't think Mahomes is done yet, and I think this guy's going to sit behind Mahomes and learn the game and learn the offense and get and learn to play before he plays. They're not going to rush him on the field, and I think sometimes that's going to benefit a guy's career, flat out. It's going to benefit a guy's career, in my opinion. So L. Haskins will not be on the field yet, but he'll be the number two quarterback in Carolina. But Brad Favre came in and from the door and was the new starter for the Chiefs right now. Now he's forced into the starting role right now. We'll check him out. X Factor quarterback. That let's see what he's done in his first two games. Obviously, in the loss, 21.1 QBR, 175 yards, 8 INTs as a starting quarterback, 12 sacks. Playing teams that one team had 5 sacks against him. I can only imagine what the Raiders had against him. 12 for 18. I mean, 18 for 38, 47 completion percentages. Boy, is there any way you see this changing? I think the two teams he played, I can understand it. I can understand it. He's thrown into the fire right now. Um, I think he's going to have a rough first year, man. I think he's going to have a rough rookie year. But I think what the Chiefs are going to do, and Coach Bo, what he's going to do is just throw him into the fire and make him figure it out, man. And they just got to deal with it. But they do, they got Manning Falk and him in the backfield. I think they let them two go up together and try to get things turned around fast over there. All right, next quarterbacks. Let's talk about. We're talking about Deuce Iverson. Now he's played 2 games. He has his team 2-0, and he's had the Cardinals in two dogfight games back to back against the Bills. I mean, we showed that stat in the last talk conversation where he had a 15-yard run to win the game. Let's take a look at what he did against the 49ers. Right now, Deuce Iverson has an 89.1 QBR, 526 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 4 INTs on the year, 3 sacks, 69% completion percentage though. And he's averaging 10.1 yards a play, 263 yards a game. And in the run game, he has 5 carries for 28 yards and 2 rushing touchdowns on 5.6 yards a carry. He has fumbled once. So he has a total of 5 turnovers in 2 games. I think what he's going to do is it's going to I know talking to the coach, he said he want to play clean games. I don't think he'll be happy with the 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions right now. But it's going to force the Cardinals to realize that they're not going to have the type of passing game that they had with Babe Bull at quarterback that just went to the Philadelphia Eagles. They're not going to have the same passing game because they're going to have to nurture this kid. They're going to have to deal with the up and downs, the highs and lows from Deuce Iverson, man. But we know his bloodline, right? We know what Allen Iverson was on the football field and as a basketball player. So I know this kid got a heart of a lion. We're going to figure it out, though. I mean, right now I know they want to get their QBR up higher. And again, 526 yards not bad in 2 games, 3 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, and it's not bad stats for a rookie. But I know this team is not looking at themselves in a rebuilding year or a development year at quarterback. They want to still they're looking to get to and win the Super Bowl. So, and they're going to try to do it with this guy at the helm. So they got things they got to get done over there and fix real fast. 2 games to be able to evaluate what they got with that quarterback right now. So you got Eddie Shorts, who got drafted by the Patriots and traded to the Steelers. Now he did play, but he wasn't unlocked. He's unlocked now, but he wasn't unlocked when he played. And he had an 8.3 QBR against the Philadelphia Eagles, 35 yards, 2 INTs. And then they had Kenny Pickett come in and clean the game up with a perfect QBR and went crazy in the game. That's the beauty of having a starter and trying to move on from that starter. That rookie has the opportunity to fail and still have an opportunity to keep trying to fail to turn that into success because they got a guy that can save him at any moment. So I don't know if Shorts is going to start. They play the Baltimore Ravens tonight, so I don't know if Shorts is going to be the starter in that game or not. But we shall see. If we do, we're going to see two good rookie quarterbacks going up against each other in a rival match between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. So I'm not going to look at these numbers right now and really, killing and think like right. I think the writing is still on the wall to figure this out right now over here. So again, I don't know if that first opportunity of playing was enough to make him say he's not ready yet. We want to stay with Pickens for right now until he develops some more or what. Dalton Stanford, I'm not sure if he's playing for the Jaguars, so he's on the bench holding the clipboard right now. Another first rounder is T.J. Saunders. He's getting split time. I think he's splitting time with Malik Willis as of right now.
Steelers
So
traded for Shorts after they drafted McDonald
yeah,
also.
89.8, 39 yards. They drafted McDonald and realized they didn't have that he wasn't him. and they said, you know what, we missed on this quarterback. Let's go try to trade and get one because they wanted to go the quarterback route
So where does
and
that
move
leave
away from Tua.
McDonald to you? Obviously
Um,
trade, right? But
no,
like, can you make it?
I wouldn't. I mean, you got to do something. Like there's somebody in the league
Exactly.
that'll develop that kid. You know what I mean? He might not be a starter this year for somebody, but it's somebody that can develop that kid. He's 11 points away from being that guy. To be honest with you, but the problem is you're dealing with a guy that's on star. You got to work him. You know what I'm saying? Like he ain't like the rest of these first round quarterbacks that all came out on superstars or either a superstar X factor. So again, T. Josh Sanders, I don't think he'll be the starting quarterback right now. For the Tennessee Titans, but I think they're going to split. They're going to play him. He's going to play in every game, but I don't think he'll be the starter over there. All right, as we continue to go down, Tion Pitts, the number one pick in the draft. Let's take a look at what he's done so far. And then he has a big time game tonight to continue the process. So he has 115.5 QBR, 303 yards, and a touchdown. He was sacked one time, 10 for 19. That completion percentage is not good. He's been thrown. When you're a rookie quarterback, you don't have, rookie quarterbacks don't have no problem letting the ball go deep, and I think that's where you get the 10 for 19 and 52% right now. He has to show that he can, continue to make plays in the passing game where he's throwing routes and not trying to let his, team speed or, weapons on the outside just run under shit because you don't want to be that type of quarterback. That strong arm is there, but you don't be stuck as known as a launch pad quarterback. And he also has 4 carries for 75 yards, 18.82 touchdowns on the ground. He has fumbled once too as well. So we like where he's at right now, and he's forced to be the guy now because Lamar is not there anymore. So we'll see. So then you got Taylor McCullers, who just was traded from the Panthers to the Baltimore Ravens, and that's just them getting a better backup quarterback, especially for when injuries go on. And again, Robbie McDonald was picked by the Steelers in the draft, and I think they're going to sit on him. I don't know what they're going to do, if they're going to make a move, somebody else is going to be willing to come get him or what, but I do think he just in a situation where he has to hold the clipboard for a year or two till he get developed. And then you got Vondre Richards, who's a superstar, one of the first round quarterbacks in the draft, but I don't think he's going to play because, in my opinion, I didn't understand why the Lions picked this kid when they just picked the running back 2 drafts ago. I mean, quarterback 2 drafts ago. I don't know if it was because he was one of the best players on the board, so they just said, "Fuck it, let's go get him," or what. But I don't think they need him, and I don't even think he's going to even fight for the starting job at all. So he'll hold the clipboard this year, and that'll be that with the quarterbacks. All right. They go your starting quarterbacks as well, and the goals those that are waiting to become starters in this year's league. The next time we come back on the show, we're gonna be in depth with what teams did in the draft, in the off season period, how they moved, who did good, who didn't, and we'll go forward with that. With that being said, we are out of there. Out of there.